I've always had a rocky relationship with my hair, and honestly it was gorgeous, but I knew I had chemical damage and I needed to cut it off. So I did, and actually, ironically, around this time last year, I was actually going to make a video very similar to the one I'm making right now, where I kind of document me just finding out the news that this popular curly hair product, I'm gonna just say allegedly, they cause a lot of curly hair damage and change curl patterns of women's hair, and I unfortunately was one of those women. So yeah, anyways, I just knew I had to do a big chop. I think I found some old footage going through my camera roll of me trying to make that clip and trying to figure out like what product was I gonna go to next. So it came to my attention, a friend told me about the lawsuit that devacurl is currently under.
Obviously my curls are gone. I mean, I think there's some there, but
I'm someone who has been using devacurl, I want to say for the past 2 or 3 years, like religiously. Like it's been the only product that I've been using. Look at my nice halo that's developed after using devacurl. This has been a thing, but I kid you not, for literally years, especially recently this year, I've been having a lot of dandruff and scalp itching issues.
To be honest, I don't know if this is like normal for my curls to be like this wavy and flat. And if you see up here, like it's like basically straight up here, except for some parts. You know, and then if I have my hair is never like this, but if it is, I forgot to mention earlier, I have a halo head. You know, like. And then of course the short pieces that I was mentioning, I was trying to show you guys earlier. That's never happened before.
I could have easily just like cut it to my shoulders and just like called it a day, but for some reason I felt the need to not do that. I think mainly it was just that a part of me saw all of these empowered women cutting their hair like really short, like shorter than mine, like sometimes even just bald during COVID, and I wanted to be one of those women so bad. And just them talking about how liberating it felt, I wanted to be one. I wanted to be part of that club. And at the time when I cut my hair, I don't know, I feel like I was just searching for some kind of feeling. I don't know what, but I was just searching for something, right? And I felt like cutting my hair would be like this emotional and physical weight off my shoulders, because long curly hair is really heavy and it really hurts your neck. For me to feel liberated of what, I really don't know. I told my stylist one day, I was like, hey, I'm not here for a trim, I'm here to chop this shit off. And yeah, and I won't say the decision was entirely in poor taste. I think that it is a really good thing that if you see your hair is super damaged, that you just, you know, you just cut it. I convinced myself that all of my hair fallout was because of this chemical damage. And honestly, my hair just wasn't, I just felt like at the time my hair wasn't as curly as it was. I wanted to feel cool and empowered in COVID, because you guys know what exactly I'm talking about. Last summer, everyone was cutting their hair off. Like everyone was doing big chops, and I was like, I want to do that too. But yeah, no, that's not what happened. It's like everyone looked good with it except for me. I feel like all the women that I've seen, right? All the people that we see with short hair, they have like really chinseled jaws, and I feel like mine isn't chinseled enough to have short hair. I feel like it's honestly whatever you think yourself. For me, I think that when I have long hair, everyone's gonna say that it suits me better. I don't think that short hair suits me at all. I don't think it fits me. Like, do you see this? Like, this is like, I put rollers, not rollers, but like, yeah, like rollers in my hair. And yeah, it's like not working out. So I have to do this all the time. I just feel like long hair is default what people expect when they talk about beautiful women. And I feel like oh my gosh, this sounds actually way more depressing than I actually wanted it to sound. I swear.
Say that you're fine.
For me, it's really not that serious. Like, it's actually not that serious. I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I cut my hair short, I felt super insecure, and I feel like not a lot of people are talking about that, because I know a lot of women feel that way, and I feel like all the videos I've seen on short hair is just like, yeah, like I love it, like it's so much better with love, but I actually don't love it. I actually don't love it on me. I want gravity to do its thing and fix it. But you know, when I first cut my hair, my mom hated it. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure she still low-key hates it, but just doesn't want to say anything about it. But I know for a fact that she hates it. She said something to the effect of, "Oh, you were serious, but you look so beautiful with long hair." Or in like other things like that. And then she would always like make side comments like, "Oh, I don't know, if I ever had long hair, I would never be crazy enough to do that." Which I was like, who even are you? Like, why would you say that? Anyways, now it's not so much that I feel angry at her, but it's just that I pity her, because I feel like, especially for Black women, our beauty has always been tied with our hair and how long it is, and if the curl patterns are visible. And I feel like all Black women just have a rock relationship with their hair. It's not an afterthought. Like, you can't just like put dry shampoo in it and shake it off. Yeah, it's a process that you have to attend to and work on and stuff. And physically and emotionally, to love your hair is just like hard. Since I was a kid, I never cut my hair short. I think maybe to my shoulders when I was in middle school, but other than that, I never actually like intentionally cut it short. It was mainly because I asked to get layers and the stylist was white, and she basically gave me the equivalent of a ducktail because I said I wanted to keep the length, and so she gave me very short layers. And then yeah, eventually I got made fun of so much by my family for it that I just took scissors and just like cut it. But yeah, every time I was a kid, I would get the same shallow compliment. I would go like, it'd always be like, "Oh, you look so beautiful," and your hair like proceeds to like touch it, or like, "Oh, your hair is so beautiful," and I just think that after 2 decades of hearing that same tired compliment, I just got tired and I just wanted to cut it, because I was just so tired of other Black women perpetuating that idea to me, or other people in general perpetuating that idea to me, that I'm beautiful because I have long Black hair. Like, that's literally how it sounded like. And now that I have short hair, I don't really get those compliments as much anymore. But I'm just being real. Like, I feel like when you have longer hair, long curly hair, that's when people compliment you the most on your beauty. But when you have short hair, it's like you don't. It's like you're almost like, I don't know. Anyways, yes, it was for chemical damage, but it's also mostly because I was tired of that notion of long hair. And I think that's why I feel so ugly and insecure about my hair now, because I've never attached me loving myself to just like myself. It was always like my hair was always like that permanent necessary extension of what I considered beautiful, what I considered myself to be beautiful. Does that make sense? That makes sense. And now that it's gone, it's like I have to work extra hard to prove myself, as you know, to prove to myself that I love myself. I also, even though my hair doesn't make me feel attractive anymore, I also don't care. I don't wake up every day and think, okay, like there's 5 more months until like that 9-month mark where my hairstylist said that my hair was gonna be to my shoulders. Like I actually don't keep track of that, and I don't care. I did stop going to a hairstylist because I want my hair to grow, and every time I went, they just trimmed it way shorter. My stylist told me actually it's gonna take a year for it to like get to like this length. And like gravity do its thing. When I was a kid, I had an afro. I'm hoping it's not gonna be an afro, fingers crossed, but if it is, then I'll just do that too, because honestly it's starting to grow into a little afro, and that's just how curly hair, I feel like curly hair grows at first. But honestly, like I said, I don't look in the mirror to look at my hair anymore. For me, if I'm going to work, I will just use this mister and wet it. I'm more focused right now on feeling like I'm attracted to myself than to others. And I also am more focused on my fashion sense too. I just feel like at least if I dress well, you know, it kind of makes up for whatever the hell is going on in this transitional stage of my hair. But other than that, like my stylist definitely became more masculine unintentionally, and I honestly am not going to change that. Like, I have nothing against like my outfit being more masculine, especially since I like to wear baggy t-shirts a lot and baggy pants. But I also, this is like probably the first time I actually wore a crop top in a long time, just for you guys. But I definitely don't feel confident enough to post my hair on social media, I just recently posted a selfie for this is actually the first selfie that I genuinely tried to make and post online since I cut my hair, which is absurd. I'm not self-conscious about it when I go out, but at the same time, I'm not confident enough to like post pictures. But then again, I kind of don't really care about social media right now, so yeah. Another pro though, aside from focusing more on my fashion and not really caring how I look as much, is that I also save a lot of money on hair products. Bought bobby pins for the first time in a few months the other day. I also got this mister. Also, like, the front of my hair just grows like way too long. There's like a bang hair that I had that was initially longer anyways when I first cut my hair. And oh god, yeah, I just got a pair of scissors the other day and I'm just gonna trim it myself because I don't want to go to a stylist right now. In closing, this whole video was just like a late night thought that I had a few days ago on how much I really actually genuinely don't like my short hair, but that I'm totally okay with not liking it. At the end of the day, I'm just proud that I did it, because for the longest time my mom would not cut my hair this short. Like, I feel like every girl had that short hair phase. My parents did not cut my hair when I was a kid at all. It wasn't until I actually started wanting to get trims. And also having long hair and not getting trims with your long hair is also a very bad idea, which my parents never let me get never took me to get trims on my hair, because everyone in my family was weirdly obsessed with my hair and it being so long. Like, I don't understand why. I feel like it's such a weird feature on someone's body to be obsessed with. Hair is beautiful and it can be great, but I feel like for other people to fixate on your hair, it's weird. I feel like the only person who should be fixating on your hair is you. So I don't know, I just feel like it does something to someone's psyche, because whenever they say, oh, you have beautiful hair, it's one of those compliments that are kind of a little bit backhanded, because I honestly feel like I wouldn't be getting the same compliments if I had 4C hair or 4B hair. So I don't necessarily consider those as compliments. In closing, I don't care. My hair is what it is. It's going to take, I cut it in October, so it's probably gonna, you know, like not even get to here until like August. I don't have time to keep stressing about my hair. My hair has been growing actually relatively fast. This is like my hair now, as in the beginning of February. It would have been longer if I didn't get my hair trimmed right after I cut it, but whatever, it's okay. So I guess I'll just have to wait like an extra month or so. Like, I really don't care. Hair is hair. I don't think there's a secret to growing faster hair, other than, I don't know, like people say drink water, eat healthy. I just think that time is the secret. You just have to be patient. And like I said, I'm not fixating on it. There's so many other things to fixate on. For instance, it's fucking COVID and I am looking for jobs. I am doing that. I'm trying to start YouTube again, because I said a year ago, literally around the same time last year, that I was gonna post a video every week. I posted 2 and then I stopped. So you can expect a video from me every week
on Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, you silly goose.
So please come back, and who knows, maybe I might just like pop in a surprise video on a Wednesday here and there. Who knows? I have made 2 other videos that I will put a link somewhere. I'm really a writer, so these are kind of like blog posts and thoughts that I've had that I wanted to make into a video. Mainly my videos are going to be lifestyle videos and some commentary. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't even know what my outro is gonna be.